you know that every day in the U.S., 9 people die from a distracted driver, and 500,000 people are injured due to texting and driving? Recently, I have caught myself texting and driving, or using my phone and driving numerous times, and it could have led to possible accidents. This is when I knew and had an epiphany that I have to stop, or else it would lead to myself being injured or others. So this helped me choose the topic that I have today. Texting and driving can cause deadly consequences and can hurt yourself and others in the process. Today I will explain further about texting and driving by using statistics and solutions that we can do to reduce people texting and driving. I will say that the picture in the next slide is a little bit graphic, so just a heads up for further down the speech. According to my audience analysis, everyone in here knows the consequences of texting and driving. However, 8 out of 11 of you do it anyways. This is the problem that we have a lot. According to the Department of Transportation in 2013, 3,154 died in car crashes only caused by distracted drivers, and 424,000 were injured. That is 500,000 in only 1 year. So what is a distracted driver? According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, they define distracted driving as driving while doing another activity that takes your attention away from driving. It's pretty self-explanatory. However, there are 3 kinds of distracted driving. There is visual, which takes your eyes off the road. There is manual, which your hands are off the road. And there is cognitive, which is your mind is not paying attention to the road, which means you're probably thinking of something that is distracting you. So these 3 things are one of the main causes that kind of causes our distracted driving apart from texting and driving. So the ignorance in drivers, including myself, is I got a quick text, I'm going to glance at it, and I'm going to reply it really quick. It's only going to take a few seconds. However, that 1 second can make a difference. Also, a lot of you like to listen to music while you're driving that's not on the radio, and you decide to have one hand in the steering wheel while scrolling through your phone for another song. Even that moment, your eyes are off the road and it can cause a collision. And this picture right here is a person that crashed into a tree, and it could have been a number of reasons why, but it is due to texting and driving. And this slide is the result of the crash. On top of the hood, you can see, I don't know if it's the brains of that person or the outcome. I'll switch away so you won't have to be too distracted. However, in Arizona alone, there is a no state-wide ban for texting and driving. However, only in the city of Phoenix, it's illegal. What this means is that the city of Phoenix highly enforces the non-texting and driving issue. However, it does not statewide. If an officer sees you using your phone, they will pull you over. They will fine you. It ranges from $100 to $250, but it can also lead to points on your license and your insurance policies. They can rack up. So these are some outcomes that could happen if you're caught texting and driving. However, in California, there is a strict no texting zone statewide. Surprisingly, they only have around roughly 400 deaths a year, compared to Arizona, which has like 3,000. So moving on, what are some ways to break this unhealthy habit? A survivor of a texting and driving incident shines some light in young drivers our age. That makes a difference in saving lives. AT&T paired with Teen Vogue to campaign the dangers of texting and driving. This young girl named Tracy was in her car with her parents while another car hit her. The other car, the driver was texting and driving, killed her 2 parents, and severely injured her. She had to learn how to walk again and even talk again, and it took her about 6 months to do this. A lot of people get frustrated if A lot of people give up and they get frustrated and they don't want to move on. However, the possible injuries for texting and driving could be as fatal as hers and could result in life-sustaining injuries. However, there could be minimal ones such as I mentioned before, points on your license or insurance policies. If you are the person at fault due to texting and driving, you could result in incarceration up to, I don't know how many years in jail. So is really replying to a text worth wasting your years in prison? Some tips and advice that I encourage is while you're about to head out somewhere, if you're an iPhone user, tap the moon icon so that way it mutes all your notifications. You're not tempted to look at your phone to hear it vibrate, to hear it ring. You could also, if you listen to music while you're driving, create a playlist so that way you're not constantly choosing a song and you have all the songs you want to listen to right there. In conclusion, at this point we've covered what is texting and driving, the moral concept, and some statistics to help you grasp an idea of what has an effect on the US. So just don't do it. Don't think about it. Contain yourself. It is a step that we have to learn how to take. It takes time, it does, but it is not worth your life. It is not messing up how you look, how you talk, your health. Thank you.